the American dream. And that American dream meant like getting that education and working hard and going to school and making a living. And I did that. So my goal was in high school, I focused on getting the American dream. I graduated from my LPN program, which stands for Licensed Practical Nursing. And right after school, I got my nursing license and I started working. And I've always wanted to be a nurse practitioner. So I focused really hard in school to accomplish my goal. But at the end, I knew that I wanted to achieve the terminal degree in nursing, which is the Doctorate nursing practice degree. So back in 2019, well, actually 18, I graduated with my doctorate degree in nursing. And at the same time, I was preparing for bodybuilding, where I was going for my pro card. So, of course, with hard work and determination, I was able to master both. Meaning I was able to focus on my education at the same time, focus on my nutrition and prep my body to be able to go through that stringent process to get my IFBB Pro competitor card. So that was a very tough, challenging time for me. But with God, all things are possible. So I had God on my side, I had my family, and it made it possible. But I know the best is yet to come. There's so much more I want to accomplish, and I look forward to it.
Absolutely. And we met at a bodybuilding show, a fitness show that I host. Before that, years before that, we ended up meeting, I believe it was 2016 or 2015, when we ended up meeting at the bodybuilding show. She won her category. And I just told her there's a very special aura about you. You like, there's something amazing about you. You know, I hate to quote this, but it's like the Les Brown quote, there's greatness inside of you, right? So, but that's the truth. You know, God will allow you to see some great things in people. So for me, I saw that from there, and we became good friends. We've off and on stay in contact, but I have seen her do so much, not only her doctorate, but then achieving to get a pro card. But then I see you doing charity work. You do a lot of races and stuff like that. And then you share with me that you're an athlete, like literally before the pro card, you were an athlete. What kind of athlete did you, what exact sports did you do?
Well, David, like you said, you're absolutely correct. In high school, I did run track up to like my 10th grade year. I quit. Actually, I believed in my heart if I had pursued my passion in track, I would have been an Olympic runner, you know? I would have been a gold medalist, but that never happened because I always feared the fact that, like, once I started lifting weights, I just started seeing my body change. So I had to admit that if I kept lifting weight, I would look like a man. And that's what most women think. If you lift too much weight, you're going to get bulky. So I had that same mindset. So I enjoyed running, but I quit in high school. And then at some point after high school, I started gaining a lot of weight. And as a result of that, I started to develop PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. I don't know if you ever know that term.
Yes.
So my doctor put me on birth control pill, and I mean, at the time, my mom didn't want me on birth control pill, but I started having side effects. I started gaining more weight. They wanted to put me on metformin to help regulate my hormones and all those different things. And at that time, I was like, no, I don't want to be on metformin. I'm going to get off the birth control pill. And then I met my trainer, Luke, who started training me. Therefore, from there, I went, back into my training. I went back into what I used to do before, I stopped training as an athlete in high school.
Correct.
And then I started to do CrossFit. I started to do CrossFit. I got stronger. My body was looking great. Everyone was like, wow, like, what are you doing different? I'm like, oh, I'm just CrossFit and eating better. And at that moment, like, my symptom of PCOS just started changing. Everything about me just started changing. I felt great. My energy was great. And all those things just made me feel great. So I got into, like, running more marathons. And, like, last year, I completed my first full marathon, which I finished in 4 hours, which is awesome. Therefore, so I started getting very competitive into this, and I wanted to qualify for Boston. So my friends are looking at me like, you can't do marathon and bodybuild at the same time. There's no way, because in order for me to qualify for Boston, I would have to finish the full marathon in 3 hours and 26 minutes. So, I would have to be running a lot to get to that time. But anyways, I had to make a decision. I either had to bodybuild or I had to
Correct.
And I decided that I think I'm going to bodybuild now because I like the way my body looks
Correct.
as a bodybuilder. But at the same time, too, I still utilize the track athlete in me where I do more sprint. Opposed to doing like long distance, like, 20, 30, 40 miles. I'll do like 3, 6 miles, but I run faster.
Correct.
Therefore, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, because a lot of people don't understand is the athlete, if you play football, for example, or you run track or anything like that, you forget that you did all this work, especially when you're younger. You forget how much work you put in. I was an athlete in high school, so I understood all this work. But then what happens is you don't do that in college. You don't do that in regular life unless you stay on the team. So what happens is your body does change because you're still eating the same calories. You're still doing everything else, but yet you're not burning the calories. You're not exercising, and your body can't burn it. But the fact of getting, going through the ovarian stuff and then having to go to metformin, I mean, the pill I know it's not good, but anyway, to go through all that stuff and to just say, quit, I'm doing this on my own. And I always said, people need coaches, people need trainers, people need other people to push you so you can do what you feel you can do on your own. As a life coach, as a breakthrough coach, as a trainer, as whatever, my clients always, that's the one thing. It's like, David, thank you for pushing me. And that's really what we do. We're just pushing you, but you're the one doing the work. You're the one training. You're the one lifting the weights. You're the one doing all that stuff. So, so it's interesting. So let's go back to a little bit of, our relationship in terms of how we met. What did you feel like this guy is telling you he survived cancer, he believes in God? What was your thought process about, who I was? Because you just met me as a host. So what did you think about? I know it's probably something crazy and funny, but anyway, it's okay. I don't mind.
No, I mean, when I met you, I was like, wow. I mean, first of all, you were hosting the Ruby show.
Yes.
And that was like my second favorite show. So that was one of my favorite shows, and I have all the pictures from that show. But anyways, when I first met you, I thought you were a very interesting person because you seem very sincere. Not just me, but just overall passion about like the whole show, about the athlete, and it seemed like you really wanted to see them do well. It was not just, okay, competing was one thing, which is great, because that's what we're there for, because we try to have fun, but you had a sincere, genuine interest in like, hey, how was the show? Did you like it? And you came up to me and you were like, you did it excellent, and the energy, the vibe, I could just see the light in you, So, I mean, I remember that. And of course, at the time I was like, oh my goodness, is he okay? What is he on? But that's you, But,
right.
Anybody that has done bodybuilding, you have to understand, you'll be low carb. And sometimes you're like, oh, I just want to eat my food. And here he is, that time I saw him, he was just so full of life and just excited. And I'm like, this guy said he had cancer and he's this happy, and like, no way. So when I started to look more into his story, and that picture you see inside his room right now, I saw that picture for the very first time back in 2015, and I was like, wow, this person is truly a survivor. And I mean, the type of cancer he had was very rare, and most people don't survive. And I'm looking at somebody that was a miracle. And I'm like, wow, God, you are awesome to just see this man sustain this. So I knew God had a purpose for him. And with time, I had to give myself enough time to get to know him. Because, I mean, I don't just want to jump into things, but I like to get to know people. And I think over the last 5 years, observing him from a distance and also our personal interaction, I'm seeing this person for who he truly is. And David, the consistency, you're very consistent and compassionate and just genuine. This is what I've seen through you and observing you and interacting with the community, with your professional athletes in all levels.
Well, one of the things that I always focus on is I tell people every time, whatever you do in life, you need to be consistent. People will not see what you're about unless you're consistent. A lot of people can start something, but they won't finish it. A lot of people can start something and then just give up on it. And the other thing is obedience. I always say that, but it's the truth. Like, if you come into my spirit and my thoughts, and I'm praying for you, I'm gonna let you know. Like, that's just how I am. And my clients make fun of me, and because even at my women's seminars, because they always throw that in my face, but they know that it's because I care, and they know it's something is good for them. It's not. I would never push them to do something that they can't do. I'm pushing them to do something that they're meant to do. And as we talk about that, you're a godly woman, you're a woman of faith. It flows off for you. There's no way you can't do the things that you have done without faith in God. But if one of the things I want to do in this show is pick one word. So I know we have a lot, but pick one word, Maude. Dr. Maude. I love saying, listen, when you get a doctorate, you need to say doctor. My mom's a doctor. Hi, Mom, if you're watching. My mom's a doctor. And I also want to give a shout out to Andres Miller, the promoter of QCV Promotions. I'm so grateful for him because I've met people like you. I've hosted over 30 shows, almost 40 shows for him. And I've had a chance to meet so many amazing people like yourself, Dr. Maude, that I would have never met if I didn't agree to host his shows. But anyway, so give me one word that you can share with us, and go ahead and share more with us about that one word that's going to give people hope while they're going under this season in their life.
That's a good question. Well, that word for me would be resilient.
Resilience.
Okay. And the reason why I choose resilient, and especially at this time, if you think about it, most people are watching the show right now. If you've ever read your Bible, or if you're planning to read your Bible, I want you to just dive into the story of a man named Job. And Job was a man that his health was taken away from him. His children were taken away. Everything that Job possibly had was taken away from him. But despite of what Job went through, he had the resilient faith. And he trusted that no matter what happened, that God was going to show up for him. And he trusted the process. I mean, it was so bad to the point where Job's wife was like, give up on this, enough. And in this season, what we're going through, a lot of us are going to question, because a lot of people say there's so much uncertainties. Well, when you know God, there is no uncertainties, because God will reassure you through the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
Of what to come. And as you get more reassurance and you build your faith, you develop the resilience. No matter what happened, I know some people are experiencing maybe the actual virus. Some people are probably having family members who have died from the virus, or maybe coworkers who are affected by the virus, and even yourself, maybe you're one of the victims, are listening right now, but I don't know who you are. But wherever you at in the process, what you must remember, have a resilient faith to press through the process so you can go forward.
Amen.
You have to go forward, and the only way you're going to go forward is that you have to hold on to that faith and trusting in God through this process that you're going to get through. Okay? There's going to be a lot. I mean, right now we don't know for the next 12 to maybe 12 or 15 months, we don't know where America is heading, where the globe is heading overall. But what I know for sure is this: if we hold on to our faith without fear, and we are resilient and believing that we're going to press through, you're going to get through this time.
Amen. Thank you, Dr. Maude. So her word was resilience, and I can certainly just listening to the Job story and understanding that that's what it took for me to get up every day, to be resilient, to believe that this too shall pass, that this test will become a testimony. Resilience. You have to really find out where you're going to get your strength. I couldn't get the strength on my own. My favorite scripture is, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength, Philippians 4:13. The reason, because if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't have the strength that I had to overcome cancer. But more than that, to even believe that I could overcome cancer, to have the type of faith that I didn't have before my first battle. I had to build a relationship with God to believe that I could face this and actually be victorious over it. So resilience, I love that word, and I can relate to that word because I wouldn't be here if I wasn't resilient. So I hope that is something that makes you think about where you are in life, and will you be resilient enough to overcome whatever challenges come your way. Remember, this season right now, a lot of it is not under your control, but your life is. What you do during this time, what you start dreaming about the future, will become something that you're going to need to be resilient, because you're going to show off in ways that people don't even believe you could have. But why not? Let's test it. Be resilient. Go ahead and live those dreams, and let others people think about or tell you, I can't believe you did that. Well, listen, God proved everybody wrong when everybody thought I was going to die of cancer. Not once, not twice, but multiple times. So I will tell you, be excited, be resilient, and prove everyone wrong. Thank you again for being part of another segment of Life Changes for Life. And like I always say, find hope, have faith, and live every day with purpose.